From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
After Red for Ed walkouts made national headlines, we take a look at the education issues you'll be voting on this November.
Going to Washington, do what I can for you, for Donald Trump.
Former Sheriff Joe Arpaio goes head-to-head against Kelly Ward. They're fighting words in the race for Senate.
And how the Arizona Science Center is helping Arizona kids get a better education.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Karine Haro.
And I'm Sam Hoyle. Thank you for joining us. 2 out of the 3 Republican candidates vying to replace Jeff Flake in the U.S. Senate faced off Thursday night. Former Sheriff Joe Arpaio and Kelly Ward went head-to-head in a debate. Reporter Nicole Hernandez shows us where the candidates' platforms differ.
The debate was small and intimate, allowing members of the club to socialize with the candidates before asking questions. Each candidate was given a 2-minute opening statement, 1 to 2 minutes to answer each question, and a closing statement. During the hour-long debate, some of the topics included reforming veteran benefits, health care, and education. Both candidates have similar plans if elected to the U.S. Senate. When asked about health care, each said they wanted Obamacare repealed.
I'd like to go back to where it was. Very simple.
We've got to bring the free market back. The way we do it is by implementing health savings accounts across the board, regardless of age or socioeconomic status.
They also both support improving benefits for the country's veterans,
such as allowing our veterans to get flight training using their GI Bill money.
I have a lot of experience around the world, and I'm going to take that experience and do something for our veterans.
And as for education,
we need to bring it back home. People here should decide about the education process.
The Department of Education would be a great place to start in cutting back the size of government.
The audience asked several questions about the candidates' social media accounts. Ward says she personally runs most of her accounts, while Arpaio said,
I haven't read the Twitter. I don't even understand what he said.
Attendees were grateful for the opportunity to ask the candidates questions firsthand.
I love to hear the debates, hear the ideas, and I think it's important to see how people are unscripted.
Although both candidates had similar views, their priorities were different. Ward says she wants to build the wall, grow the economy, and repeal Obamacare, while Arpaio said he will find an office in Nogales, use the Army to fight drug trafficking and immigration, and promote local business. Candidate Martha McSally declined her invitation to the event because she was not available. Nicole Hernandez, Cronkite News.
Education will be a top issue for voters this year. Arizona is near the bottom of the country for academics and class size. This year, we've seen mass demonstrations of teachers and students with the Red for Ed movement. This operation is fixing public schools, pay raises for teachers, and fixing the state of classrooms.
They've got mold in the classroom, the water, they can't drink it, or there's damage in the schools that aren't even safe for the kids to be around, and they say they fix it, it's temporary, but this has been going on for a long time.
There's also concern over the people who teach children. Is every instructor qualified? With a teacher shortage, unqualified professionals are given emergency credentials to help fill classrooms.
So if a school or district cannot find a teacher who's actually certified to teach, they've advertised, they've interviewed, they can't find someone who's certified to teach a given subject, they can hire someone who has a bachelor's degree. There's a couple of other little requirements, not much. But basically they can hire anyone who has a bachelor's degree to teach, even though they aren't certified or trained to teach. This is most commonly used in 1, special education, and 2, particularly poor districts or schools.
That was California State Senate candidate and teacher David Moore. He came to a Red for Ed march because he sees the same problems in the public education systems in Arizona and California. But Moore isn't the only teacher turned candidate impassioned by education. Arizona House of Representatives candidate Jennifer Samuels launched her campaign after a Red for Ed demonstration.
So I decided to run for office knowing that the only way we were going to have real change is if we elected new people at the legislature. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If we want real change, if we want to actually fund our public schools, we need to change the elected leaders that we have in office.
While the Red for Ed movement was taking on the Capitol, another organization was advocating for the opposite.
Purple for Parents is the counter movement to Red for Ed. The organization wants parents to have an opportunity to choose where their children go to school, and they also want to prevent a future teacher walkout.
This was really just to give voice to people like me and to people like my wife who we support many of the similar goals, but we were against the strike.
We need to be working together with parents, I think, educators and parents, to find the solutions that we really need.
As the protests move farther into the past, the 2018 midterm elections loom even closer, which means a full slate of federal and state offices are up for grabs.
One of the highest profile races for voters is Jeff Flake's Senate seat. Cronkite News wanted to know more about what voters care about. Pat Pobletti in our Washington Bureau has more.
An informal Cronkite News survey found that education was by far one of the top 2 issues for Arizona voters. That mirrored the findings of a nationwide listening tour conducted by nonpartisan think tank Third Way.
After the 2016 election, Third Way actually did a big listening tour around the country to better understand voters' values and motivations and what brings them to the polls. And what we found is very similar to what a lot of the polls are showing in Arizona today, that people care about issues that affect them on a daily basis, like education.
That was Tamara Heiler, Deputy Director of Education at Third Way, a think tank in Washington that advocates for centrist policies to help bridge the divide in an increasingly partisan era. Third Way's findings were echoed in an informal survey Cronkite News did of our audience. We asked a range of questions to find out which issues mattered to voters in the upcoming midterm elections. Education was rated as important by 74% of the respondents. But skim the campaign websites of the major party candidates running to replace Jeff Flake in the Senate, and most don't even mention education among their issues. Heiler says that's because politicians aren't on the same page as their constituents.
People are not sitting around talking about Russia or North Korea or what tweet Donald Trump had. People are talking about, how is my kid going to get a good teacher? How can we make sure that my kid's going to get the skills they need and we can afford to go to college so that they can get a good job?
But that could soon change. Heiler says she expects that education will become a major campaign issue once the election shifts to the general, where candidates have to court more moderate voters. And with that, let's take a look at where each of the 5 candidates whose names will be on the ballot stand on education. Victoria Valenzuela has more from our Phoenix Bureau.
Thank you, Pat. Now, after we reviewed the data from Third Way and conducted our own survey, we looked at candidates' websites to find where they all stood in the realm of education. What we found, however, was nothing. No top polling national Senate candidate had posted any statements on education. As such, we took some time to reach out to the candidates and found that beyond web presence, there isn't much separating the candidates in each party. The Republican candidates all took swipes at federal standards for education. A spokesperson for Republican candidate Kelly Ward said in a statement, quote, "We've seen that despite the best of intentions, greater federal involvement in education since the 1960s has not produced better educational outcomes for children. Decisions concerning funding, curriculum, and standards need to move back to local school districts with direct input from parents." Joe Arpaio was also leery of federal oversight.
What I would like to see is more of the problem be diverted back to the locals. Let them decide, and not the federal government trying to tell the local people what to do with the politicians, because locally they know their own problems and so on.
Congresswoman Martha McSally does not have policy positions available on her website and did not respond to repeated requests for comment. But her campaign website from 2014 said that, quote, "It is not right to deny children stuck in failing schools the option for a better education that focuses on local control, parent involvement, choice, and competition. Taxpayer dollars should be going to improving education, not paying for federal bureaucrats to dictate mandates and standards from D.C." On the other side of the aisle, Democratic Congresswoman Kyrsten Sinema, who worked for 8 years in the Washington Elementary School District, expressed her support for adequately funding public schools, saying in a statement that, quote, "We need to attract and retain talented, qualified teachers and make sure students are getting a fair shot at success in every single zip code." Deidre Abood, Sinema's opponent in the Democratic primary, has a robust policy platform on her website addressing a wide range of issues, including education. When we reached out to her on the phone, she echoed Sinema's calls for public school funding, but also expressed concerns about proposed voucher programs.
Instead of basically doing a brain drain for our local schools, allowing people to go to private schools and use public funds, instead we need to focus on the school in your neighborhood needs to be strong and competitive so that you want to stay there.
McSally, Ward, and Arpaio will square off for the Republican nomination in the primary election on August 28th. The winner will face the Democratic nominee in the general election on November 6th. Cinema currently holds a strong lead in the polls over Abood. Victoria Valenzuela, Cronkite News.
Employment in science, technology, engineering, and math has grown 79% since 1990.
But not all students have access to the kind of education that could get them there. Coming up on Cronkite News, how the Arizona Science Center is bringing STEM education to Arizona's more remote locations.
And keeping the community safe while helping troubled youth. We'll tell you about a new pilot program at the State Juvenile Corrections Department.
I'm Judy Woodruff, anchor and managing editor of the PBS NewsHour. The journalists of tomorrow face a fast-changing media landscape, but quality news remains vitally important to our communities, our country, and our world. At ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, students learn solid, reliable reporting, holding the powerful accountable, and rebuilding the public's trust. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS, preparing the next generation for a stronger future of journalism.
Here at Cronkite News, we have producers who craft shows that make an impact on our community. Our broadcasts allow students to be involved in all levels of production, from producing to directing. We are guided by highly respected professionals who mentor the journalists of tomorrow. From technical directing to teleprompting and beyond, our production crew works tirelessly to produce meaningful and award-winning shows. We are Cronkite News on Arizona PBS.
Join us each week on Catalyst, the show that explores new advancements, technologies, and innovations at Arizona State University that are shaping the future for tomorrow and beyond. Catalyst, Wednesdays at 9, right here on Arizona PBS.
Opportunities for high-quality STEM programs can be limited in Arizona's rural communities. But as Allison Snell reports, thanks to a $1 million grant, more kids will receive the knowledge and training needed to succeed.
Through Educator Boot Camp, all-day STEM extravaganzas, and teacher mentoring, the Arizona Science Center has helped 9 rural school districts in the last 5 years. I spoke with the teacher from Winslow Unified School District and the Arizona Science Center on what they're doing to improve STEM education everywhere.
Arizona Science Center will play its part in the solution towards a better educational community in Arizona.
Chevy Humphrey explains how passionate she is about spreading education across Arizona and how she and the Arizona Science Center plan to do it.
We said, you know what, let's develop a program so that we could provide those resources at home, in their own cities, in their own town.
Larissa Richards from Winslow Unified School District says she's been positively impacted through the work with the Science Center.
STEM within schools, because that's an area where, you know, our students don't have a whole lot of exposure to those kinds of programs, and in many cases our teachers as well.
With little to no experience in STEM, the Science Center programs teach the teachers.
Training that I received through the Science Center, you know, the cognitive coaching training was instrumental in being able to have the skill set to do those things.
And the things that they're bringing into their communities are powerful.
We teach strategic lesson planning, we provide curriculum planning, we provide leadership. We also do STEM extravaganzas where we go in and we take over a school and we make it a STEM day.
I'm invested in making sure that we have the best we can give to our students.
In the past 5 years, the Science Center has provided new training, but they aren't stopping there.
We plan on amping it up. We want to provide even more meaningful project-based learning opportunities for teachers.
The $1 million grant will allow the Science Center to continue to expand for the next 5 years. Allison Snell, Cronkite News.
Making the transition from a juvenile corrections facility back into the community is not always easy. Troubled young people need resources to avoid making the same mistakes again. Jordan Daphnis met with the Department of Juvenile Corrections to learn about a new pilot program.
The new pilot program will allow consistent clinical treatment for youth as they transition back into their communities. The department says that roughly 80% of the youth in the Arizona Juvenile Corrections Facility struggle with substance abuse. And when they do not have stability, they are more likely to commit the same crimes that got them in trouble in the first place.
We are going to be introducing some of the clinical services out into the community to assist with transition for the youth that get released on parole. They will be receiving services from our clinicians. The clinician that they were assigned to meet with in the facility will also be meeting with them out in the community for roughly probably 6 to 8 weeks while they transition into the community and receive services from another provider at that point.
John Crabtree, Deputy Parole Administrator, says the department realized the need for the program after reviewing and measuring the success of their transition reentry planning.
We were consistently getting everything we needed in place, but the breakdown was happening after the kids left secure care and returned to the community.
Many of the youth who are released from secure care end up back in the same environment they came from, an environment that may not be healthy or stable. And the department says that this 4 to 8 week transition period in which they're not able to see a psychologist is the reason why they're seeing students return to juvenile correction care.
At the end of the day, these kids deserve to live better lives. I mean, that's all this comes down to, is we have an obligation to keep our community safe. We have an obligation to provide the support and the services to these kids so that they can grow up and be successful, productive members of society.
7 high-risk youth will take part in the pilot program this month. They say it will take at least 6 months to know if the program is successful, and the program will be considered a success if those 7 stay out of legal trouble. In the broadcast center, Jordan Daphnis, Cronkite News.
It's a sport that can get people hooked.
Now colleges are trying to lure their very best. Coming up on Cronkite News, how some real experts are fishing for scholarships.
Above average temperatures for the weekend. I'll have all the details coming up after the break.
Cronkite News, weeknights at 5 on Arizona PBS.
I'm Ted Simons, host and managing editor of Arizona Horizon. The 2018 election season has arrived. Join us for primary and general election debates. Right here, meet the candidates and hear their positions. Arizona Horizon, your source for what matters most this election season. Only on Arizona PBS.
Another monsoon storm hit the state Thursday night, this time bringing flash flooding to Mayer. The National Weather Service says that some parts of the city got nearly 2 inches of rain in just a short period of time. The storm brought also a wall of dust into the valley. This is video sent in from a viewer in Guadalupe. The blowing dust forced some flight delays at Sky Harbor and near zero visibility for drivers. The storm left severe damage in its path, leveling multiple homes in Buckeye. Officials were forced to open multiple emergency shelters for the first time this season. The Red Cross opened one in Mayer where about 80 families spent the night. Another 25 or so people stayed at a high school shelter in Goodyear. We've seen a couple of monsoon storms hit the state all this week.
Well, Mother Nature remained calm over the weekend. Roger Ratley has our weather forecast.
Well, what a difference 24 hours makes, because today it's been sunny and hot and pretty calm. The winds are out of the west at 5 miles per hour, and it's currently 107 degrees. Around the valley, similar temps. We've got 102 in Glendale, 106 in Goodyear, Chandler's at 106, and Mesa is at 104. And as we look at our almanac, we see that our average temp for this time of year is 105, and today we're expected to hit a high of 109. So we're slightly above that normal temp for this time of year. But again, we avoided that 114 record that happened back in 2009. Around the state, Flagstaff saw a high today of 78, Lake Havasu 107. Down in Tucson, they saw a high today of 102. Looking at the forecast, it's going to stay sunny and hot. In fact, if you have been holding off wanting to wash your car, now is the time to do it probably. 111 on Saturday, 111 on Sunday. And there is a slight chance of rain in the forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's about a 10% chance. So I would go ahead and wash that car. I'm Roger Ratley in the Cronkite Weather Center.
Mainstream sports like football and basketball continue as popular sports for high school athletes, but not all go on to play in college. A non-traditional sport gives athletes a chance to earn scholarships or even go pro. Reporter Stephanie Shields describes what sport is reeling students in.
They're big, they're bold, they're bass. Amateur and elite anglers alike fish for competitive sport, but bass fishing has a younger generation exchanging basketballs for fishing rods.
I mean, I've played all the other sports, basketball, baseball, football, but fishing just caught me.
High school anglers like Taj White compete in tournaments run by clubs such as Arizona Bass Nation. Teams consist of 2 high school anglers and a boat captain, and the anglers fish for 5 bass, where points are determined by which team has the biggest haul in pounds. Bass fishing popularity is greater in southeastern states such as Kentucky, Tennessee, and East Texas. In Arizona, bass fishing is not an AIA-sanctioned sport, so all expenses come out of pocket or from sponsorships.
You have to pay for an entry fee, and all the entry fee monies that we generate go towards the national championship qualifiers.
You know, baseball, you're like, hey, you got your glove and cleats? You know, that's it, you know.
But bass fishing can also bring in money for the anglers. Some colleges offer bass fishing scholarships to students to fish for their teams, and other schools like ASU and Northern Arizona have fishing clubs where anglers compete in the college series.
They're fishing for full ride scholarships at national championship tournaments. They're getting, $1,000 scholarships per team.
An angler practices by studying which areas of the lake are heavily populated with bass. To do this, they use these graphs or fish finders to see where the bass are hiding.
They don't just show up and go fish. They do a lot of homework, just like other athletes do with football, baseball, basketball, hockey, whatever. They train.
Up next for Taj, he finishes up his senior year with Arizona Bass Nation this season and prepares for college. In October, Taj and his father are fishing in the U.S. Open at Lake Mead, Nevada, where more than 200 boats compete. In the Broadcast Center, Stephanie Shields, Cronkite News.
For those who have hit rock bottom, a local rock climbing gym is bringing them to new heights.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how the gym is empowering women one peg at a time.
As journalists at Cronkite News, we report on stories that matter to you by focusing on the local impact. We dig deeper and work tirelessly to keep you informed.
Live in Wickerburg.
Live in Los Angeles. In Cleveland. In Washington. In Louisville.
From Jerusalem. Live in Philadelphia. From around the world to right here in Phoenix.
At Cronkite News, we report the facts and stick to the truth.
When people say it can't be done, you don't have what it takes, the challenge is put before you to prove them wrong. One group in Arizona has taken this challenge straight on, empowering women to conquer their problems both on and off the wall.
20-year-old Jada Welch began rock climbing only a couple of months ago. For her, attacking a rock problem has pushed her both mentally and physically, but it has also helped her on a deeper level.
I've actually struggled with an eating disorder for about 9 years of my life. So being physically fit and how I see myself as physically fit has changed and fluctuated. But the thing that I really like about rock climbing is that I feel strong. And it doesn't really matter what I look like. If I'm sending a 5'10", it's a good day and I feel strong, and it doesn't matter what it says on the scale, it doesn't matter what size jeans I'm wearing, and it just makes me feel better.
Arizona Women's Coalition has helped many women reach their goals on the wall, but they're also helping women overcome obstacles in their personal life, empowering them one peg at a time.
We have a goal of empowering female and gender nonconforming individuals in the state.
Sexual assault survivor Krista Meldy founded the coalition earlier this year. For her, climbing has been life-changing.
So when I came into climbing, there were a lot of preconceived notions that I had from my past experiences. I can't, I'm not strong enough, I'm not good enough. The process is what changes that. It's the failure over and over and over again. It's that moment when you reach the top or you make that move that you couldn't do before that teaches you that you can, you will, and you will continue to do so for the rest of your life. Climbing is that for every woman and every individual that I've ever seen.
Arizona Women's Climbing Coalition has already formed 5 chapters around the valley and is hoping to form more chapters at rock climbing gyms all over the state.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, a debate between Representative Debbie Lesko and Sandra Dowling, Republican candidates for Congressional District 8. That's on the next Arizona Horizon.
I'm Judy Woodruff. On the next NewsHour, life as a young suburban teenager. Our preview of the movie, 8th Grade. That's Friday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
Hi, I'm Alberto Rios. This week on Books and Company, novelist Christina Alger talking about her latest book, The Banker's Wife.
I write, I think, in a sort of cinematic way, and I try and visualize each chapter as a scene the way one would see it.
Tonight at 7:30 on Arizona PBS.
On the Great British Baking Show.
It's Biscuit Week. You've got to take the normal gingerbread house to another level.
This stands between you and a place in the semi-finals.
If you build it...
How tall is it going to be?
2 feet tall.
They will judge.
This is the gingerbread structure, not house. If you make me a house, I will smash it down, I'll blow your doors in.
It's going to be one of the most exciting things that we've seen.
Tonight at 8 on Arizona PBS. Explore new ideas and new worlds here on Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University.
Arizona PBS deeply appreciates every gift we receive, and we are proud to honor our Executive Society. These supporters believe in the mission of public television and are making a real impact in our community. If you would like to join the Executive Society, please call the number below or log on to azpbs.org to join. Thank you.
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
Next time on the Dr. Blake Mysteries, an artist is murdered, stirring memories for Blake.
My mother was a painter.
A portrait created by Blake's mother might hold the key.
This is wet paint.
You're dissecting a painting. The Dr. Blake Mysteries.
Saturday night at 8 on Arizona PBS. Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from...
When you cast your vote in the upcoming election, you connect with issues that hit close to home. Clean Elections provides voter resources and tools so you can vote informed on August 28th. Connect with the facts at azcleanelections.gov.
Arizona Highways Magazine is for people who strive to enjoy and are inspired by Arizona's unique outdoor experience, rich history, and diverse culture. Subscription information at arizonahighways.com/PBS.
Like you, we get up and go to work every day. We're on the job, keeping you connected at home, at work, and to what matters most. Others count on you, so you can count on us. We're here restoring power quickly when storms hit, even fixing issues before they happen. We're making solar more reliable, investing in battery storage, and constantly updating the grid. We're here working 24/7, keeping Arizona on.
Arizona Horizon is made possible with the support of Arizona Highways Magazine, Escape, Explore, Experience, and by APS, working 24/7 to keep Arizona on, and by the contributions from the Friends of 8, members of your Arizona PBS station.